All right, hi everybody. This goes out to Janice Kelsey and Jody Spangler, Solar Cities, and our entire group of inventors and practitioners, to Kathy Puffer, Katrin Quetz, and so many friends around the world who are looking for these small-scale solutions to our food, energy, water, and waste problems. Here we're at Natanya Couch's property, the farm in Warstein, and we've moved the biodigester that we built up the hill 5 years ago down in front of the house, so it's near to the kitchen. We improved it by putting a plichte, or a funnel, a big gulp dust hood, in with a collar for the 4-inch pipe that makes it pretty stable. We made a 3-inch pipe as a plunger, which works really well to get the stuff down. Another improvement that we did is we built a aeroponics system, and here what we've done is a small garden pump down there going through a hose up to the top, and you can see it here how it comes. If you want to come closer, you can see the water distribution method right there. This is made of a cap that had this ridge removed with a grinder, an angle grinder, removed this ridge so it could fall down into this pocket here, with holes then drilled for the pipe and for the water to go down. And then you take another lid and you put it there so you don't lose any water, either by splash or evaporation. Right now it's not that stable, but this could be done so that the tower is then anchored by the IBC cage. The IBC cage is so useful for so many things. You can trellis plants on it, you can hang plants on it, you can use it to as a barrier for putting insulation. IBC cages are really useful. In this case, it would be used to hold on to the tower because otherwise it waggles, just with some zip ties, for example, because it's got cages all the way down. And then it would get the passive overspill of fresh nutrients. Every time that you feed it your kitchen waste, fresh, nutrient-rich fertilizer would go into the basin for the aeroponics tower, and then the nutrients would be pumped up. The plants would remove the nutrients as they grew, but you wouldn't have to go and pour new nutrient solution in. The biodigester is the source of those nutrients. So every time that you put your kitchen waste in, you know you're getting rich fertigation or fertility irrigation, liquid nutrients, liquid compost going into the basin, raining down and getting oxygenated and supporting the plants that you're growing. And then we will put a hole in this bucket at the top with a spout, and then we can put a garden bucket for overflow that can be used to spread those vital nutrients elsewhere in the garden. So this is really probably the best and most exciting combination of a aeroponic system with a biodigester. We've been talking about it and working with them for years, but this is the first time I've been able to work with a system where it's right by the house. Food waste goes in, liquid fertilizer goes in, aerates and fertilizes the tower plants, and then flows into a bucket for use in the garden. And then, of course, this was made with a wine bottle. According to one of our students, John, years ago, he developed this technique where you drill a hole the size of the wine bottle opening, take a hair dryer set to hot, and then put this in the hole and heat it, and then just place this and twist it to get the size hole that you want, because it is tapered. So you can get larger or smaller holes. There's a larger hole there. And just find out how many plants you want to grow in there. So a very simple technique for everybody who's working on this. Everybody can get IBC tanks. They exist everywhere in the world. That's why we developed this in Cairo back in 2008, 2009. And then you can get pipes, plumbing parts. The only difficult part from this whole procedure are the Unis Seals here and here that hold the pipes in place. Those rubber rings you have to order online. They're manufactured in Florida, South Africa, and Australia. We go to aussieglobe.com or uniseal.com. But once you have those, you can run your 100 mil pipe and your 50 mil pipe right in, and then we use a bulkhead fitting here for the gas. So I don't know if we have gas right now. That would be the last thing to check. We did last night, and I'm just going to, I hear some bubbles, so we might indeed. Let's see what we have. Yep, there it is. Ow, it's burning. Okay, so it's making biogas. We're good, and it's making fertilizer. So I think we've had a successful week here at the Couch Farm.